Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A divorced mom on TikTok tells the story of a nightmare situation where her Tinder date joined her to get a coffee while wearing slippers and SpongeBob pajamas.
Oh, she's dressed up. He's a classy man.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nowadays, though, man, I mean, people, that's what they consider to go out in. So,
That's
I mean,
not ever going to be considered classy, though.
Not classy.
It's not date-worthy clothes.
Is going out pajamas. Hey, post-pandemic, you never know. You wear pajamas for so long, you just forgot to put on your clothes.
Vicky.
Forgot how to wear pants for a date?
Yeah. Vicky, of all people, I thought you would be like, look, man, for some people, this would be fine.
I mean, if you're doing like, hey, we're going to go back to my place to have coffee and watch TV, okay. But if you're going to be wearing sweats or pajamas, can they at least be neutral? Gray sweatpants, give us a little eye candy,
As
opposed to SpongeBob.
Wow. Yeah, wow. We want to see what bulge you're working with, guys.
I mean,
the gray sweats. The gray sweats showing off the bulgage. Bulgage.
Okay.
Bulgage.
gray sweatpants are a girl's best friend.
I'm sorry I went over and asked that question.
There's never a good time unless she invites him to a SpongeBob appreciation party.
Yeah, so, well, here she is explaining what happened when the dude showed up wearing his SpongeBob pajamas to their first date.
So I get on Tinder. I match with a guy. He says, I want to see you today. And I said, well, I only have a 45-minute window before I have to go and pick up my children. We'll just meet for coffee. I'm like, okay, cool. And mind you, I was a teacher at the time, so I'm wearing professional clothing. So I'm there at the coffee shop. He enters, and he is wearing SpongeBob SquarePants flannel pants and giant wolf slippers. And I see 3 of my current students walk in and sit. The whole time I'm thinking, they know I'm on a date.
Oh. Ooh, that's even extra brutal there.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you got to go to a coffee shop where you got no students near you. I mean, what are you doing? That's bad either way.
She's the one to blame, not him.
Well, I mean, as far as the students seeing her, she's the one to blame, not the fact that she's got a SpongeBob hanging out with her.
I don't think it matters if she goes on a date and the students see her on a date, unless it's with one of their classmates. Then that's probably
you think that it's a problem. I don't want anybody I work with see me on a date. Not my first date. I feel like I want to be in a place where nobody knows me.
I would do everything in my power to find you. If you were single and you went on a date, I would want to find where you are and invite everyone on the show to go down there.
Oh, would you? That's really nice.
Casually run into you.
Yep.
Yeah.
BJ, didn't know you were going to be here at this random coffee place in Mercer Island that I always go to.
As there's a line out the door waiting. Oh, BJ!
BJ, you come here too?
Yeah. I mean, it might make me
Who's
look
the
good.
girl?
Yeah, everybody knowing me, it might make me look more impressive. I will say that. It's just like, wow, a lot of people know you. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal around here.
But then we just tell embarrassing stories. Like, the last time you came here, didn't you need some, Depends or something?
Yeah. Oh, we bring it for him. Hey, I got you your Depends.
There you go. Everyone's bringing them?
Best friends ever. Yep. Thanks. That's really wonderful. All right, thank you.
I do love this text that was going on a first date with a girl. Showed up with her 4-year-old son. She said babysitter canceled.
Oh,
didn't know if she had a kid, first of all.
Okay, wow.
That's one way to break the news that she has a kid.
Yeah, that's not the way I would like the news to be broken to me.
Yeah, I'd like a little heads up. Like, hey, I'm still coming. Just so you know, babysitter canceled. I have a kid.
I feel like, though, if you're dating somebody 30 and older, if they don't have children, I'd be shocked. You know, if somebody says, "Hey, let's get together," 30s or older, I'm wondering. I feel like by that time, you know, it seems like everyone's got a kid. You know, whether or not they're married.
I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised, but that's really no different than not being shocked. So I guess I get what you're saying. Like it wouldn't be like, "Oh my gosh, you need to let me know." But
yeah, I would just expect it. I just think that's the way we are right now. Like I said, you know, maybe 35 plus. I'll say mid 30s and beyond. I would expect anybody that I go on a date with to have a child.
But first date, do you expect them to show up with the child?
No, that is something that, those SpongeBob pajamas. Here's the thing. If the woman showed up in SpongeBob pajamas, I don't think I'd be that upset. I don't know, because I think she'd probably look adorable. But I could see how for a dude, it's kind of like, wow, this guy does not have his S together. He can't even dress up.
All right. Is that worse or better than the time I went on a first date with a dude I met on a dating site, and he wore it had holes in it, Marvin the Martian shirt with cargo shorts and the foot-toe shoes?
Oh, the foot-toe shoes. No.
And then he wore the exact same outfit on the second date.
Oh, the exact same?
Exact same. I saw the same holes in the shirt, everything. What?
You clearly don't understand fashion. Everything he did was great.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it was just me then. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put up with anything but those foot-toe shoes.
Yes! And I did make fun of him.
Oh, man. My brother would rock those sometimes, and I was just like, man, I thought we were related. This seems weird.
Your brother would rock those?
Yeah, he would do it like on jogs and stuff back when they were like all the trend. And I that was just like the one time where I'm like, I just can't see eye to eye with you on this one. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that wore those, and they just look so dumb. I know that they're like, but apparently though, if they were really amazing, they'd still be like worn by everybody.
I'd rather someone show up rocking Crocs.
I was just about to ask that.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, if she rocked Crocs, I'm out.
Do you have to wear socks that also are like little that are individual holes for your toes?
No. I think you just go bare, right?
I think the whole thing about them was they were supposed to be like better for because they like shape to your feet type of thing, and it's supposed to be like you're walking around barefoot, but you have the protection of the shoe.
So then you take the shoe off and your extra stinky feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's just lovely.
All I could think about.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And then, of course, the holy shirt, which, I don't know, you got a lot of styles now with the holy pants, but still, I feel like that wasn't a style. I feel like the moths got to his shirt.
I'm a pretty casual dresser, but I make it a point to look a little nicer when I go on a first date. Like second date, if he would have worn something nicer and then the second date he wore that, I probably would have given it a little bit more of a pass. But come on, it's a first date.
Yeah, I don't understand
a little something.
He's got nobody in his life that would say, dude, what are you doing? I mean, seriously, like even Steve, I think, would probably put on a button down for the first date.
I mean, maybe just like a plain T-shirt.
Yeah, one that doesn't have holes in it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, a plain T-shirt, I suppose. Yeah, and that's it? You just show up in a plain T-shirt?
I'd wear jeans. I wouldn't wear my joggers. I'll tell you that.
So you wear jeans.
Oh, there you go.
I wear my joggers.
But what if you're going to go get coffee with somebody right after work?
Crap. Then
See?
Then I'm wearing my joggers.
You're not going to dress up for work.
But
do you remember what you wore for your first date with your wife? Like your first official date?
No.
All right, then. I bet she does.
Your joggers look nice, though. They're not like flannelly material.
Right, they're jean joggers.
Yeah, they're jean joggers. They're not
Please ask her.
Pajama joggers.
Please ask her, Steve, because I'm betting your wife does remember.
I bet you anything it was like a flannel button-up shirt.
Yeah, see, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a button-up. It's not, if you wore a wrestling T-shirt, I'd be like, Steve, what are you doing?
Yeah, I wore an Ultimate Warrior T-shirt on the first date.
I mean, look, any of the T-shirts
very neon and very colorful. It made me stood out.
You don't know. There's not one T-shirt you own that unless you knew the kind of person she was, that she would dig whatever T-shirt you wore.
No, I have like T-shirts that have no like logos or stuff like that. Like, that.
Oh, you like a schmedium? Yeah, you're gonna wear a little schmedium T-shirt, show off the ripness?
Yeah, show your abs.
They're like dress T-shirts, but they're not. I don't know.
Oh, I know what you mean. There are dress
like
T-shirts.
A burgundy type of
and you tuck it in and you make yourself look swole.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not tucking in my shirt for anyone.
I'm gonna tuck it in now.
I'm not tucking in my shirt.
It's a first date.
I'm not going to go as far as to wearing like pajamas on a first date, but I wouldn't change from what I normally wear. You know what I mean? Like I would go wearing like my
band
shirts.
What you're wearing today?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
With the backwards hat and everything?
Oh yeah.
And the wallet chain?
Yeah, of course
the wallet chain. She needs to know him at his
the
best.
class, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would make of him. Unless, I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, really, kid? I mean, do you realize it's like, 2022? Anybody tell you that it's...
Well, at least she doesn't have to worry about him saying, I misplaced my wallet. Can you pay for the date?
Exactly.
Oh, that
shows
is a good
responsibility.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show up like on a first date wearing my shirt that says Nick effing Wayne on it right now.
Oh, you're not going to do that?
That might be I don't know. That might be a conversation starter. And she'd be like, "Well, what's that shirt about?" I'm like, "It's my buddy who's 16 has a shirt that says Nick effing Wayne." What's so weird about that?
No, that's not weird at all.
What, we're not supposed to do that on a first date?
No.
Have an effing shirt?
No, you're not probably having an effing shirt on the first date. And then talk about your 16-year-old buddy. Yeah, you don't really.
Fine.
Yeah, I think that's all of that is just. She's probably like, what the hell? First of all, you have a 16-year-old friend. How old are you again, sir?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's out of context sounds weird, sure.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does. No, in context, it also sounds weird. To be honest with you.
Dude, he's very mature for his age, and he's an incredible wrestler.
All right, fair enough.
See, I
okay, that doesn't make it any better.
I think all of that seems more normal. Right?
Honestly, as long as it's something that doesn't stand out, I bet you girls don't even remember what they wore on the first date. Like, I bet you, like, Sarah doesn't remember what J-Rubs were on the first date.
Oh, get Sarah in the room. Let's figure that out.
We'll find out.
I could text she's probably going to be like, why are you bothering me with these texts? I was a child that I'm chasing around the house.
You should ask her what, I bet she does remember what you wore.
Fine, I'll send a text out, baby.
Rev, do you know what you wore on your first date with your wife?
No idea.
Wow.
Probably cargo shorts. I was definitely into the cargo short phase at that point.
There you go. But it didn't stand out. It wasn't something where she was like, oh, he's wearing cargo shorts.
She kind of already liked him anyway, so I guess it didn't matter. So Sarah, we're talking about this dude that wore pajamas on his first date. And we're wondering if you remember what J-Rubs wore on his first date, whether it was impressive or not, because Steve and Danny are like, I'll just wear a t-shirt. What do I care?
I definitely do remember what J-Rubs wore.
Jeez.
And I was not impressed.
What was he wearing?
Did
he have one of those like the work shirts with the bright lines, like the construction shirts?
Yes. He came right off of work.
Awesome.
A bright yellow, the brightest color, long sleeve construction shirt, and like the dirty brown coveralls over it. And he was dirty.
Why'd you guys set up a date for him to show up right after work?
Well, I mean, I thought maybe he'd, bring a change of clothes. I don't care if you got a change in the porta potty or something. I didn't think he'd come right after, like, in his whole muddy ass attire.
Okay, let me ask you something, though. Because weren't you guys kind of, like, dating a little bit before? Like, not dating, but you worked together and stuff.
Well, yeah, we met at the job. We slept together, and then I thought that would be the end of it.
See, that doesn't count then. He was ready.
Our first official date.
No, that doesn't count.
It doesn't, but this was like, I thought I'd never see him again. And then he's like, oh, well, let me pick you up and I'll take you out. Okay.
What did he wear on the bang date?
His other work uniform, which was like...
Well, this is on you. You've established that it's okay, that he doesn't need to get all dressed to impress to get...
Well, he doesn't got to get dressed to impress, but he was not looking good at all.
I would never show up like that, no matter what. And especially if it was like we were going to, like, it looked like we might be starting a relationship. I'm sorry.
But look how it worked out.
Well, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Or maybe she got lucky.
I mean,
well, that's true too. I'm not going to lie to you there. She did get lucky.
Yeah.
Because he's not in prison. That's why she got lucky.
I just got a text from my wife. I said, hey, do you remember what I wore on our first date? She said, no idea. I just remember your ugly shoes. Ha
Well, at least you remember something.
Well, there we go. I think that says it all.
I still argue with her. They were not ugly. They were just plain black Nikes.
Huh. Well, see, they weren't. That's because they weren't dress shoes.
She just thought that. She just thought of compared to any other sneaker, she just hated them. I don't know why, but she had.
They're just plain black. I can't believe someone would hate that.
She always called them the ugliest looking shoes, and I never understood why.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a black Nike probably is a pretty sharp look. That's probably like your dress sneakers, right, Steve?
Unless they were super old and
or like
dirty.
They could have been.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like I wouldn't go out wearing super dirty. I like them because they didn't make my feet look big. But I don't know why, but she didn't like them.
See, I was thinking of like they were maybe a dad shoe, like they have the New Balance dad shoe, something in that style.
They might have had like that kind of a vibe, like imagine Pete Carroll's sneakers, but they're all black. They weren't they were like a $50 Nike special. They weren't like something nice.
Did they have Velcro on them or something?
I wish. I'd still own them if they did, Vicky.
Damn. I mean, I don't blame you.
Somebody said, I definitely remember what I wore on the first day with my boyfriend 5 years ago. It was a special day, and I planned that outfit.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. I think women tend to do that. But it just goes to show you how things are different. There was no way that I could ever leave the house on a first date without really, like, dressing to the best that I could. You know, I mean, granted, I'm not going to wear a tux, but I'm not going to go out.
Your smart face button up,
Yeah. I'm not going to, I'm not going to go out, you guys like Danny.
You basically invited my wife to roast me on text.
Yes! Oh, yeah, what else did she say?
She responded after that. She said, you didn't have much variety back then. You probably had a polo shirt on, too, haha. That was because I was a lot overweight, and I was just wearing these Target brand polo shirts, thinking that they were like hiding my chub.
Oh, I see.
The one above the waist.
Yeah.
Dude, wow.
Wow, okay.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you guys understood what I meant.
I got you.
Yeah, we did. We really wish you'd use another word, though. Thank you. Wow. Damn. Well,
I'll have the rest of the day of her making fun of my fashion choices. Thanks, guys.
Well, I think she has a point. I knew she'd remember. I see. She's probably going to remember and go, oh, wait a second. There's one more thing I remember from that.
Can you remind her that the roast of Steve Miggs is a month away?
Yeah.
She can hold back a little bit.
Write these down and then
oh, yeah.
Let loose.
This is very, very exciting. I love this.
I'll send you guys the text. You guys can read them.
Hey, prior to Van Halen asking Sammy Hagar to join the band after David Lee Roth left, they actually did have another well-known singer in mind. And you won't believe who it was. I'll tell you at 8:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, back in the day, a lot of people were very upset when they found out that Sammy Hagar was replacing David Lee Roth and Van Halen.
And it turned out really well. I mean, when you really look back on it. I remember when I was a kid, and you're like, how can they go on without David Lee Roth? And they did.
And they did. And here's the thing. You know, as much as people were upset over that, man, the first choice would have pissed him off even more. And here's why. I mean, not long after Dave left, Eddie and his then wife Valerie Bertinelli went to a Hall & Oates show. And after the show, Eddie allegedly popped the question. Daryl Hall says, quote, Eddie said to me, hey, you want to join Van Halen, man?
Daryl Hall, I mean, I would have went with John Oates because of that mustache.
Right? Yeah, I don't know how good of a singer John is, but yeah, I mean, the mustache was
Hall & Oates, they're both good singers.
I feel like Daryl's just, I think all John does is do. I think that's all John does.
You know what, you're right. I don't really spend a lot of time listening to Hall & Oates. I just assume that they both trade off a lot. But yeah, come to think of it, the songs that I remember are mostly Daryl Hall songs.
And Daryl's like, wow, Eddie was half joking, but Daryl's like, I also think he was serious. I really do believe he was serious. And so Daryl said, well, I took it seriously. But Daryl's like, I went, meh. I think not. I think I've got my own stuff going on. Of course, I don't think he used the word stuff.
trying to think of like even what that would sound like. Just trying to picture.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's ever covered a Van Halen song, because he does that live from Daryl's house show.
Yeah,
where he'll invite random musicians, and it's one of my favorite shows. Whenever I don't like DVR it or anything, but whenever I see it's on TV, I'll just sit there and watch it because he's so talented and has such a love for music and has so much fun performing cover songs with like these random artists. It's a blast to watch, and they all eat dinner afterwards and share stories. I wonder if he's ever done a Van Halen song just to get a vibe of what it would sound like.
And now that I think about it, their voices maybe, or at least back then, were a little similar. Maybe that's what Eddie was thinking, is that maybe he could pull off a lot of the old stuff.
Well, and also, but Sammy Hagar sounds nothing like Diamond David.
Exactly.
So I don't know if maybe they even cared about that. There's like, let's just find a good singer, and we'll make it whatever that is. That will be our Van Halen.
Yeah, but Daryl Hall? At least Sammy Hagar was the Red Rocker. At least he was a guy.
Right.
Daryl Hall, I think Van Halen fans would have thrown up if it was just based on, seriously. He was a pop star.
Yeah, they've got such different vibes.
Yeah.
I'm looking. He did have Romeo Delight, the ultimate Van Halen tribute band, at his house one time.
Okay,
I don't know if he sang.
Yeah. Damn. So he did. At least he liked Van Halen music to have a tribute band there.
Well, yeah. I got to imagine he liked all types of rock.
Yeah.
Not just yacht rock.
Well, there you go. So it could have been Daryl Hall frontmanning Van Halen. Wow. Man.
Do you think he regrets it?
Oh, that's a good question. In the article, he didn't say that he did. He said he had his own stuff going on, though. I don't know. I'm trying to think if they started really like falling out of favor. By the time Sammy Hagar. I know in the early to mid '80s, the Hall & Oates were definitely killing it, but I don't know about the late '80s and the '90s. I definitely like the '90s.
Yeah, I feel like they disappeared in the '90s.
Yeah, so then I think maybe in a way he probably could have kept going if he stayed with Van Halen.
He's got a good voice, so it wouldn't be a voice issue.
And I can hear him doing Jump, like, hey you, and you make my. It seems like it's a similar
based
thing
on that, they should have asked you.
Yeah,
man.
they should have asked me to do it. I don't know why I didn't get the call. So there you go. Daryl Hall could have been in Van Halen.
Could have brought John Oates with him.
And they could have called it Van Hollen. You know how they called it Van Hagar? They could have called it Van Hollen.
Ew.
Ew, they called it Van Hagar. That's not way out of the way.
But
come on.
I don't like it.
No, I like it because they're hauling ass. Van Hollen. All right, whatever.
Van Hollen.
None of my ideas are never good enough for you people.
When it comes to Van Halen stuff, yeah, you're right. It's just not.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
I don't know if you heard about this. Mike Tyson's cannabis company, Tyson 2.0, might have come up with the most brilliant product. And I don't know how true this is, but an image surfaced on social media of a new line of cannabis edibles called Mike Bites. And they're edibles that are shaped like an ear with a piece missing.
No way.
Okay.
Which, of course, is, for the folks that may not know, a nod to the infamous bite fight against Evander Holyfield back in 1997.
And the bite is right in the same spot of where he bit Evander Holyfield's ear, like kind of towards that top upper part.
Oh. What if you didn't know that and you bought those, though, and you just thought somebody took a bite out of every single edible?
You're like, I'm returning these. Why? There's a little chunk taken out of each ear.
Yeah, I don't understand who's eating these at the factory, but they got to stop.
That's going to sell like crazy. You got to imagine.
That's a smart move. That's a pretty brilliant marketing move. How about Evander Holyfield, really? He's victimized by this whole thing, and yet Mike Tyson's a hero. Everybody loves the dude.
He should get a cut of it.
Hey.
He actually should get if he ends up doing this, I wonder if he did talk to Evander Holyfield and said, hey, man, I hope you don't mind, but I'm doing this. You want a couple bucks?
Do you think he would have? I feel like Mike Tyson does what he wants.
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely positive. At least he went with that as opposed to, he was infamous at one point during a press conference for threatening a reporter and saying he was going to eat their children.
Yes.
He could have done like Sour Patch Kids, but like Mike's kids. Or, I don't know. Like,
wow.
You get to eat the children.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have gone over as well.
No.
Yeah. What are we doing, Mike? Yeah, I want to eat the children. I'm going to make the children in a bag.
I still look back on imagine being a reporter and you ask something to Mike Tyson, who's already kind of an intimidating human being, and then he says, I'm going to eat your children.
Yeah.
If I didn't have children, I would never have children in fear that one day he would track me down and find those children to eat.
Yeah, that's a very,
wrong,
even then you're like, wow, dude, that was, what the hell are you saying?
And that's not even the word. I think one time he even said, he told one reporter, I'm going to blank you till you love me.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it's like, this is terrifying.
Yeah, that was a classic.
If there's ever a better testimonial behind how marijuana can calm a human being down, Mike Tyson's the perfect example.
Yeah.
Here's Mike before weed.
Yeah.
And now here's Mike with weed.
Yeah. I wonder what those edibles would look like. The F me till I love you weed. What that would look. That
Or if
edibles
that's if he gets a product in like a sex shop.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's next. I mean, why not, Mike? Reach out, get it done.
So is he like doing like all types of weed? Like, is it like, or is he just doing like edible stuff, or like what's going on with Mike and weed?
I thought he had like weed. I thought he was selling weed as well.
It looks like he is selling multiple strains, but in different locations. So it varies from location to location, it's looking like. But I'm not really finding what the strains are.
Got you.
Oh, wait, no, I figured it out. Okay, so like in Nevada, you can get Desert Toad, you can get West Coast Toad, or you can get like Blue Snow, Pineapple Punch in Colorado, Lemon Pie in Colorado.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's got different strains in his different shops.
Fancy.
Yeah,
you got to go visit them all.
And I think most of the time that's usually because you can't cross state lines with weed.
Mm-hmm.
So each ones have their own farms
their own
in those
thing.
states. So yeah, those are the different ones you can get. And right now
man.
it's just Nevada, California, and Colorado.
He needs one called like the Buster Douglas that just like has you knocked out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
strong enough to knock out Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's strong enough to knock out Mike Tyson. That's the saying right there.
Because in Cali, he's got the knockout OG.
Oh yeah.
That's in Colorado as well, too. Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. How are they getting in both places if they can't cross the lines? Wait.
Different growers.
Oh, boy. There could be a problem here. Could be a problem. Somebody's breaking the law.
BJ, your Mike Tyson impersonation sounds like The Godfather as Mike Tyson.
Oh, geez.
Wow. I don't even know how you could do that. On the day of my daughter's wedding, you bring me an ear. The ear that I bit. The children that I eat. And the people that I blank till they love me. That's all you get. There you go. That's quality right there.
Beach is as good at celebrity impressions as Steve is an animal impression.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I'm better at animal impressions.
You probably are. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah.
Or not.
It's not that difficult to do Mike Tyson. You just got to go and get a high voice and lisp. That's all.
My favorite thing ever is the someone made a parody KISS shirt, but it's Mike Tyson as all four members of KISS, and then on top in the KISS font it just says Kith.
Oh, Kith, very nice. That's pretty good. That's a great shirt.
One of the funniest parody shirts I've ever seen.
That is a great shirt. I love that.
Kith.
Well, while that celebrity is doing that, we've got Rod Stewart, another celebrity, who really, really wants to drive his Ferrari, but unfortunately the road that he wants to drive it on is pretty bad. So he decided, you know what, I'm not going to wait for people to fix this road. I'm going to do it myself. And so he posted a video of actually doing road work. He's doing actual road work because he can no longer drive his Ferrari on this road.
This poor guy.
And so he was like, yeah, he said, hey, this is the road near where I live, and it's been like this for ages. The other day, there was an ambulance with a burst tire, and Mike, Ferrari can't go through here at all. So me and the boys thought we'd come and do it ourselves. So this is what we're doing, filling the holes. All right, there you go,
In
Rod
the 80s, that meant something different for Rod Stewart.
Yeah, that's a fact. How old is Rod Stewart? He's in his 70s, isn't he?
77.
77.
Yeah.
Does he still have the hair? Is he still doing that hair thing?
He's got to have the iconic hair, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like watching the video of him working. I mean, it's still kind of spiky a little bit.
So it's kind of like it's a more mature version of the hair?
Or a little flatter version of it,
Yeah, he's still got,
little
got
limper
the
due
same
to his
look.
old age there.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when someone's known for something like his hair and he still refuses to give it up.
Yeah.
Even in his 70s. He's like, you know what? This is my thing.
Well, dude, and don't forget, a lot of dudes, man, if their hair is still there, they want you to know it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a wig or if, in fact, that's his own hair. But
I don't think he would wear a wig while he's out there working on the roadside. And this road looks tore up. Like, good for him for doing this, man.
Because there's these, you might remember from back in the 80s, they were very popular. The Rock and Roll Express, they were this wrestling tag team.
Hell yeah.
And they still, to this day, still wrestle. I think they're in their mid to late 60s. And they were known because it was the 80s. They were the Rock and Roll Express. They were these rock and roll guys. So they had the old school mullets. And still to this day, BJ, they have the mullets, but they're in their 60s.
That's awesome.
And one of the guys, Ricky Morton's hair is still kind of there, but Robert Gibson's definitely losing his hair.
He's got the skullet, man.
He's still kicking and screaming, is not getting rid of that mullet.
Yeah, look at that. No, you keep it there, buddy. Boy, they look old.
Yeah, oh, dude, yeah.
Wow, do they look old. Dude,
they look older than in their 60s.
The skullet guy doesn't even look like himself.
No,
wow.
They're usually heartthrobs.
Whoa, man.
He's like,
that is...
Losing my hair? I don't care. Keeping the mullet.
Yep.
Dude,
He's not even going with a bandana like Bret Michaels or anything. He's just showing it off.
He didn't even look like himself. I mean, he does look like a heartthrob in the in the before picture.
The younger photos, yeah.
Yeah, wow. The other dude kind of looks the same.
Yes.
He's just older.
Ricky Morton, the blonde.
Yeah.
He still has that. He looks pretty much exactly the same.
Wow. That's trippy.
Isn't that crazy? Like they were known for their mullets back in the 80s, and they're like, screw it, we're still doing it.
Well, what the hell, man? Why not?
Way to stay on brand.
Well, I mean, you're still getting booked and you're still being hired at places. I think they'd probably be disappointed if you showed up and you just had like a trimmed up, nice haircut.
Yeah.
Like, who is this? You're not Ricky Morton.
Right. Well, it's just like I remember when Jake the Snake had gone gray a long time ago, but man, he would put the shoe polish on.
Dude, I saw a recent picture where he showed, like, someone posted, like, of a buddy of mine he was showing his weight loss transformation from when he saw Jake the Snake several years ago to now. The weird part was, in both of the pictures, Jake is wearing the exact same baseball jersey. But in one, yes. But in one of the pictures, he's got the Just for Men mustache that's fully brown. And now the current day where he finally hit a point where he's like, I don't need to do this. This is silly. People know that I'm older. But I'll have to find but the funniest part of it was he's like wearing some random minor league baseball team's jersey in both pictures. Like, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what he wore when he came to see us.
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Wow, is that like his go visit people uniform?
His go visit people uniform.
It's so weird that he would have the same jersey, and hey, it's great for him that it still fits as well.
Yeah, sure. It's some team called the Blue Rocks.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a meth joke or not.
I feel like he was wearing that with us.
No, the first time he came, it was a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And then the second time, I think it was just a black shirt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What was the time where he wanted to be? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, there he is when he has his fist right near my head and he almost wants to punch me.
No, that one he's sober.
Yeah, that one he was happy.
That one he's in good shape there.
The Hawaiian shirt with the mullet.
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
He wanted to give you a Hawaiian punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You haven't walked in my shoes, Hawaiian punch.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. That was some scary times right there. That was some scary times. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What sign of the zodiac is represented by an archer?
Ooh, Orion.
No.
Oh. I don't know, sir. Libra.
No. Pass. Wow.
Yeah, we talked about it. You started off with the and if you just went with the Jetarius, man, you would have been. But you didn't do it. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.